Go ZOM. Yeah, we're looking at ZOM. I see CCNC showing up. CCNC, yeah, showing up as well. I see ZOM. We're watching it, but IMGN. Look at IMGN, which is Immunogen. It's showing up too. It's at 960s for IMGN. But yeah, cannabis is starting to fight back some, and head back up. Honestly, I'm kind of mad. I was gonna buy it on the dip on SNDL, but Webull says I'm out of day trades, where it's like Webull gives me free stocks, and then if I sell them, I guess it counts as day trade. So I'm gonna have to switch. Yeah. I'm gonna have to switch my money over.
RL pushing back up to high of day. Testing high.
Yeah, ZOM actually looks more volatile certainly than it was before. Yeah, here's our ARTL. I'm still kind of mad about this one, dude. It's like I tried to dip buy this one at 3.
There it goes.
Like right here.
High of day.
Or no, I tried to dip buy this one here, and it pivoted back and forth. I tried to buy like 307, and it got as high as like 330. I would have easily sold there, but think or swim, man. FTFT, guys. That might be in your wheelhouse, Eric.
Yeah, I do have my eye on FTFT as well. Right now, though, I'm really interested in RL, though.
And yeah, I think it's one of those things. Like I'm watching a bunch of the cannabis stocks, and like I want to see if they squeeze up, and like if they do squeeze up, like I'm not against buying SNDL again, but like in order for me to really want to get involved, like I might take a feeler trade here or there, but in order for me to really want to get involved, like I need to see the sector moving up, which I think is kind of what we're getting. But ARTL is another one where it's like it's sitting at 320s, and I don't know what I want to do with it yet. What do you think about it? Like I don't hate this little pullback here
on Ardell.
Yeah.
So it came up, broke highs, and it pulled back pretty hard after that. On this 5-minute candle, we still have like a minute and a half. I think that we're kind of just going to see it range a little bit for the rest of this 5-minute candle, and then on the new 5-minute candle open, I'm looking for a bungee opportunity is what I'm going to be looking for at the next 5-minute candle open. So let's see if we're going to get that flush. The new 5-minute candle's opening in 1 second. And here we go. Here I'm looking for a flush down to maybe 320, 310 area. 320s to 310s. We're just looking at the level 2 to see if we can get it. It's holding up pretty well so far. Let's see if it breaks below 330. It's the level to break. It's holding pretty well. Oh, there it goes.
Why do I?
Broke below 330. See, oh, okay. 322 is the current bottom. We're looking for another leg down. And here we go. This is one more leg down. We are in there at 315. Or I think I'm going to add down here, maybe a little bit lower. There we go. We're back up. And I only made $15 on that. I made one mistake. Whenever I said I'm going to add here, I accidentally sold half of my position instead of adding. So my I was in at 315, and then I sold up at 320. So I made $15 on that trade. But if I added instead of selling, that was me clicking the wrong button, by the way. I wanted to add at 312, but I accidentally sold half, and then I sold the other half at 320. But yeah, it was a $15 gain. I meant to buy more shares, but I sold. But still a good trade.
Right.
Yeah. But that was what we were looking for at the start of the 5-minute candle, because of what we were seeing on the 5-minute chart. Just like from a story perspective, it was very likely that we were going to see that flush, and we played it pretty well. I could have done better if I just bought the shares where I said I was going to instead of selling half of the position.
Yeah.
King Odin asked how many shares I had. I bought 1,000 shares at 315. Then I sold 500 at 313. But I meant to buy another 500 at 313. And then I sold the remainder 500 shares at 320 for a net gain of $15.74. Yeah, FTFT is having a big flush from highs right now.
Yeah, I mean, and guys, what you guys don't understand about it is that like him and I both are scalpers, right? So like, sure, like you might watch some other traders on YouTube and they might be saying, oh, we're making hundreds of thousands of dollars or whatever they want to say. In the end, like we're actually scalping. So it's like we're taking very quick positions, like getting in and out within literal seconds. And then, so sure, each individual trade might seem like a small sum, but added up over and over and over again, it adds up obviously and clearly. And so, that's just to explain it for those that might be watching saying $15, what? Yeah, $15 per trade. If it takes 5 seconds, it's $15 in 5 seconds.
Yeah, you could take 30 trades in a day, and if you're making
Right.
$15 on 30 trades, you're making good money.
Right. It adds up.
And again, that should have been a larger trade there. Like, even if I didn't add at 312 or at 313, which is what I was trying to do, it would have been a $50 gain. But if I added, which is what I had intended, it was just an execution error. And I sometimes in the morning, I do make execution errors. If I would have added 500 shares at 313, it would have brought my cost basis down to 314. So it would have been a 6 cents per share gain on 1,500 shares. So that would be a $90 gain. So the execution
FED.
error definitely mattered.
Right, for sure. And again, like I said, in the end, we're not over here claiming to be experts or anything like that. The reality is, like, we're scalping, so we're taking a bunch of trades over and over and over again, making small amounts, but having a higher volume of trades, having more activity with our trading, and that should be understandable. Again, my account's $10,000, and so you're not going to see me making huge wins and losses. That's not a feasible way to trade. That's too much risk. It's an unnecessary amount of risk. And so sure, I'm going to take a bunch of little trades over and over again and try to grow. And Eric's going to be doing basically the same thing, but on a larger scale.
And I didn't see like any of the comments that you were talking about whenever I talked about the $15. But for those who are thinking like, oh, he only made $15 on the trade, this $15 on a trade, by the way, like I do generally make more than that recently, but even with $15 a trade, I'm still on pace this year to break 6 figures of profit for like the year alone. So even if you're taking trades that aren't $1,000 every single trade, you can still break 100 grand, which I think that's a level that we'd all be happy to break. Is that 6-figure mark? Because at that point, trading really can be the full-time thing. And this year, I think I'll be breaking between 108,000 to 160 is what I think is going to happen, based off of like the projected growth and how I've been growing thus far. Like how much I've been improving month over month. I just took that over the next 12 months, and that was the numbers that popped up.
That's it. Beside Neo and Tesla is CCIV.
And the daily chart looks good. Strong daily chart. It looks strong. I mean, this thing's up
super strong.
Yeah, 300%.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just was like, they kept spamming it and they weren't stopping, so I just wanted to let them know that we see it.
Yeah.
Have a good day, M1. Hey, thanks for being here, brother. See you, man.
Yeah. It's harder for a day trader like us to trade that kind of stock, but it's more to like position trading, holding for a swing trading than maybe, yeah.
Alan said CCIV is a hype stock, like a lot of question marks. Let me know what this guy's smoking. So Kyle, I've got to ask, what are you smoking, dude?
What are you smoking, sir? I mean, I think that.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, I was looking at the trade, but I didn't realize that it was. If a stock run that much and everyone is talking about it, you tell me that's not a hype stock, honestly.
Right.
Exactly. If everyone talking about it and like it runs so much in a short period, that definitely has some hype into it. I'm not saying it's a bad company. I'm just saying it definitely have some hype into it.
100%. And I'll say this in defense of Kyle. I run this YouTube channel every day. I see thousands of people throughout the chat a day. CCIV is one of the most talked about and one of the most plugged stocks in the chat. And so that would confirm it is certainly a hype stock. Now, it doesn't mean it's like Kyle said, it doesn't mean it's a bad stock. It just means a lot of people are looking at it. A lot of people are talking about it, and a lot of people are pumping it up in here too. And I'm not saying it won't go up. It looks really strong. But again, I mean, it's certainly hyped up as well. I mean, that's objectively true, I think, here.
Kyle, I bought in SOS at 635 and I already sold. Why do I keep doing this?
Yeah.
Wait, can you give me like your honest feedback on that? So I got in at 635, right? And it kind of like lingered around my entry. I decided to hold, and I was considering adding because the stock was super extended. I decided against adding because I was already at my full size, which is 1,000 shares. I took off half when it came back to my entry to mitigate risk. And then the last 500 shares, I sold at 636, only a cent above my entry, which I know is stupid since it was so extended it had to bounce. Like, that was just a bad trade by me, right? Like, for selling so early.
I mean, you take out half at where you get in because it dips so much is not a bad idea. But the thing is to sold so soon after it pop back up just a little bit more is maybe bad because the thing is that one I actually took a big size in. I take 16K share.
Holy crap.
what is it called? Because the thing is, I feel the fear in it, so it start dipping out, and people ton of sell. They just fear, just try to get out. So I got a big size share. I think my last ad was at 28, 628, about four, last 4K or 5K there. But yeah, I scale out slowly too. I sell like 3,000 share each time.
And what was your entry at?
But yeah, I didn't even look at where my entry is. My average is like 629 or something.
Okay, so you still had a much lower average than I did.
Yeah.
But you added probably where I didn't.
AAME. Yeah, I got you.
It's
got some volume.
The other couple of days.
Yeah, for sure.
It ran before. I think some people could be back holding it for a while.
100%.
So when it popped back up, people are gonna try to sell it.
Right. Push it back down, really. Yeah, I mean, daily chart, big pump that first day back on the 5th, got up to 15s, went up, 1,500%. It looks like something crazy. Maybe not that much. It looks like it went up like 700%. But a crazy rip. Sitting at 575 now. I would look at $5 if you're still holding it. I mean, but yeah, just getting pretty beat down. We are getting a spike up here though, and so $5 is underneath us, and hopefully we'll continue that. If you're holding it, it'll continue that run. But for me to trade it, I need much more volume, noticeably more volume, and kind of like Kyle said, a lot of the times when you have these big rips, you got a lot of bag holders holding from way up here. It's the same thing that happened with SNDL. It's the same thing that happened with GameStop, AMC, all that stuff, where you got a bunch of people that bought it up here. And now they're just refusing to sell because they're down so much already. And, their motto is you don't really lose until you sell, which I kind of understand, but I'm not certainly recommending that. But yeah, that's what I think. I'd look for $5, maybe $5.50 to hold. But again, it certainly doesn't have enough volume for me to day trade it, I guess I should say.
I ended up taking another scalp there on Ardell, but I already feel like I know I didn't maximize enough. I think that's all I think about now. Every single time I take a trade is just, did I maximize as well as Kyle would have? Because I think that I'm severely undercutting how much money I could be making by not scaling out well enough. Because that one I only made 2 cents a share. I'm assuming you made a lot more on the Ardell there.
I actually, what is it called? I lost on that trade. I took closer to VWAP.
Oh, really?
Cut loss. Yeah.
I got in at 304, and then I got out at 3.6.
So yeah, here's my strategies for future. Or these are my results from futures this week, guys. I'm running at about 76% accuracy. I've made $506 gross, 330 net. Average hold time's 1 minute and 3 seconds. 51 successful trades. 51 trades. I was successful in 42 of the 51. 39 of those 51, with only 7 losses, and the rest were break even. So not too bad, guys, in the futures market. We're going to try to slow it down. I made that dumb mistake, guys. I'm still kind of bummed out about it, but
I just took a $65 scalp on ARTL. ARTL is still pushing up to VWAP as well, so there's going to be more opportunity coming up.
Hey, thank you all for wishing me happy birthday, guys. I genuinely appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you guys for everybody saying I look young. Listen, I appreciate it. The other day I asked how old I looked, and some dude low-key said 45.
I remember that.
Like a dagger to my heart, bro. I'm sitting there like, damn, dude. I swear I asked my wife like twice. I was like, baby, do I really look 45? Like, am I looking 45? And she was like, no. She was like, he's just being me. And I was
you definitely
like, yeah,
don't.
So yeah. Somebody said I look 25 max. So hey, you're my new favorite person in the world. You know what I mean?
Give like badges to people who like
right.
tell you you're under 30.
Out subs.
Yeah.
Man, I thought you still lived with your parents. I thought you was near 25. No offense, man. Hey, good genes, sir. Good genes, man. I'll put it this way: a lot of my friends that are my age, they're looking noticeably more rough than I am. So, good genes, man.
There we go. I just made another $20 scalp on Ardell, just a small little trade. I think again this is another instance I should have scaled out, but I need to. Maybe I just need to be taking larger size. I'm only doing 1,000 shares, but this is something that I should be taking 2,000 on, and then I could scale out easier because I'll have more shares.
Nice.
I'm gonna scale up to 2,000 shares.
Look at OCG, guys. Look at OCG right around 570s. I don't hate a pullback there to see if it holds there at 570s. We're watching that. But yeah, here in Texas is about to freeze, so we had to.
Did you
prepare
say
for the
freeze?
here. Yeah, it's gonna
In
freeze here
Texas?
Yeah, bro. Listen,
That's
it
not
snows
normal, right?
once every. No, it snows like once every 5 years, maybe here, and so it's gonna freeze for once, man.
That's kind of crazy.
But yeah, y'all want to say anything else before I close it down?
No, just thanks for having us on the stream.
Yeah,
Yeah, no
definitely.
worries,
Thanks
bro.
for having us on, and I love coming on stream every time. So
Yeah.
it's really fun.
Hey, man.
And
Yeah.
also check out Ardell, guys, because Ardell just pushed up above VWAP. There should be a little bit more opportunity if you guys are scalping.
But yeah, good luck. We'll see you guys later. Have a good day, and thanks for watching, team.